So yeah, let's welcome. So basically, in this wonderful reading that I'm going to be providing you is that this will be for Leo. This will be for April 20th to April 25th of 2026. So you know what, Leo? There are times where there's always a better place for everything, because there's no doubt about it, right? So the way how this is, you have to understand what's going on, right? You have to believe it, you have to enjoy it, you have to do exactly what it is. And there are times and then there's a place for everything. But the way this is, Leo, you have to pay attention to how you're feeling. It's a way how you're going to do it in that way. There's always an explanation to do things all you want, but that's how it goes. This is the way how it works, and you have to be who you are. You have to have your own problem solved, and problem solve is the best question there is. There's no doubt about it, but that's how it goes. So in this wonderful reading, you have to pay attention to how you're feeling, Leo, because that's how it goes, and that's how it seems to be. So you have to know what's going on in that way, and you have to do what you can. You have to do the right thing, and you have to do what you want. But that's how it goes, Leo. You have to pay attention to how you're feeling in that way. Okay, that's how it goes. So that's how it seems to be. So this is the way it is in that way, because that's how it goes in that way. So the way how this is how it goes in that way, and this is how it is. So let's see what's going on for you, Leo. So we have the Eight Cups reverse. There's no entertainment, and you have the Knight Wands separate. There's actually drama here. That's how it goes. But you have to understand that, right? It's the way how it works in that way. So you have to believe it because that's how it's going to be. And when you do it, that's how it goes in that way. So this is how it goes, alright? So that's how it's going to be. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. So let's see. Alright, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. So you versus them, Leo. This is how it goes, okay? So anyway, in this wonderful way how it goes, you have the Lover's reverse. There's no decisions. You're not making any decisions. That's how it goes. The Emperor reverse, you have no structure. I have no idea why, but that's how it goes. Right? So you versus them in this situation, no matter what it is. Right? So Leo, you have to have your own way, and you have to know what it is. Right? You have to have your own way of how it goes in that way, because you have to pay attention. So that's how it goes. So let me clarify this Lover's card. Moon reverse is no misrotations. Taurus reverse is no transformation. Two caps upright, there's relationships and friendships. So you might be dealing with in your Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in that way, because you have to understand that. So when you are in a relationship, you pay attention to it. Whether you're in a friendship, Leo, you pay attention to it. That's how it goes. But what this is, you understand that, right? So there's always something rather than nothing. That's how it goes. And when you do it, that's how it's going to be. It's like, alright, this is going to be happening. Alright, I know what to do. That's how it goes, because that's how it's going to be. So you pay attention to it. You have to pay attention to your own standards, no matter how it goes, because that's how it's going to be. You have to know that, because the way of this is, there's always a good way to understand what you're doing in that way, right? That's how it goes. And you have to believe it, because in many ways, you have that. You have your own self-control and your own stability of how it goes in that way, right? That's how it's going to be. So for them, let's see what this Emperor is. King Pentacles star, there's prosperity about money. 5 1 star, there's chaos. And 10 stars first, there's no conclusions. 10 1 stars, there's no burdens. The Devil star, there's basically there's basically violence here, because you're not having a good time with them, because they might be like saying, I don't like this anymore, I don't want to do it, it's the way how it goes. So you have to believe it in that way, because everything is not like set in stone. It's like the way of this is, whether if you are with them, and you might do this in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, you might be dealing with another Capricorn, right? It's the way how it works. But you might be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in that way, and you think, well, this is how it goes, right? So the way this is, no matter how you're going to do it in that perspective, you have to go with the flow. You have to pay attention, because you know what, Leo, you have to pay attention on no matter how it works in that way, right? It's like a daily routine, right? It's like you know what it is, but you have to start from the start, middle, and end, right? That's how it goes. But that's how it seems to be. So let's see what's going on. Let me clarify this Two of Cups here. H1, sorry, there's new beginnings. 10, 1, is that where you're feeling resilience? Ace Pentacles, sorry, there's prosperity about money. Yeah, because you want money. That's how it goes, and you need it because that's how it seems to be. So you might be doing it in a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. That's how it goes. So for them, let me clarify the 5 wands in this Devil card. 3 swords, sorry, there's heartbreak. 8 wands, sorry, there's speed. Magician, there's no skill. 9 of swords, sorry, there's drama here. Yeah, that's how it goes. So you might be doing it in a Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, another Gemini, Aquarius. That's how it goes. But for them, it's like, it's like that's how it goes. So things are not going as they plan, not going as they seem to be. I have no idea why, Leo. But the way this is, it's like there's always a never-ending story here, because there's lots of things that are going on, right? So it's like you're thinking to yourself, it's like, well, this is how it goes. I don't want to have drama in my own entire life. Drama is basically, bad idea, right? When you have drama in your life, Leo, things are not as they look. They're not seen to be, right? Because when you have drama is like a part of acting, right? And you're acting into, let's say you're acting like to be in movies. Okay, well, you're an actor, fine. But what happens if you were in a movie and you're doing okay, but then you are being a good character to a bad character? Like, how does it make you feel, right? So you have to have, what I'm trying to tell you about this, what is it? The description of it, you have to pay attention, right? You have to know what's right, what's wrong, but that's how it goes, right? This is a wonderful example too, but the way this is, you pay attention to it. You pay attention from them versus you, right? That's how it goes. And you have to believe it, because things will change, right? And that's how it goes, right? So it's like, alright, this is how it goes. Alright, this is how it's going to be. Yes, because that's how it goes, right? So that's how it is. So let's see. So you versus them. So let's see what's this Ace of Pentacles about. Emperors, there's no structure. Wherever there's completion. Okay? What's between this 8 wands and this 9 of swords? 2 wands here, there's no planning. Followed by King of Cups, there's no support. Judgment here, there's no action. 9 of Cups, there's romance. Okay, so I can see that in one way. They want romance for you, Leo, because you want to be, lovable. You want to be who you are. Yes, it's the way how this is, but you have to pay attention on how you're going to be doing it, right? You have to look at it from a different perspective. You have to, do what you can. So you might be doing it Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in that way. That's how it goes. So let's see. Let's continue. Let's see what this World card is. Sagittarius is no healing. Magician, you want skill. Aquarius, you have a soulmate. Pisces is no inner voice. Hangman, you have restrictions. Yeah, because you're being restricted, Leo. So when you're being restricted, it's like you already have a soulmate. You know what to do, but that's how it goes. It's like you see it after a feeling. You know how it goes, but that's how it seems to be. You pay attention to it, okay? Now let us clarify this Knight of Cups for them. Empress, they want structure. The World, they want completion. Strength, there's bravery, so they might be dealing with inner Leo. And the Devil, there's obsessions, addictions. Obviously there is, because there's something that's happening to them, right? It's like they're saying, it's like, why I need this? Why I need to have negativity in my whole entire life? Stop it. Leave me alone, right? That's how it goes. Because for them, they're saying it to you, Leo. It's like, Why am a part of it? Why? That's how it goes, right? So let's see what's going on with this Hangman. Leo, fortune yours, you're having bad luck. Lover story, you want to make decisions. Sun careers, there's negativity. So when you have negativity, Leo, that's how it goes. Things are not happening, right? It's like you need to understand that. There's always a life lesson here. And that's how it goes, right? You have to believe it. You have to understand that because you have to master it. That's how it goes, right? So it's like, well, if I make decisions, that's how it goes, Leo. You want to make decisions. What's this devil card is? High Priest here says no inner voice. Carrier says no progress. Hermit is alright, they want a soulmate. Obviously there is. Moon is alright, there's misrepresentations. Treasure says no healing. Empress alright, there's nourishment. Yeah, so you might be dealing with a woman here, maybe. Full reader says no change. Hangman is alright, there's restrictions. So that's how it goes. They want a part of like a soulmate here, and things are not going as planned. But then when you have a soulmate, they don't have a soulmate, that's how it goes, right? So it's like, this is how it's going to be back and forth from now on, right? It's like, that's how it goes. It's just saying, woe is me, I can't do this anymore. That's how it goes, right? Let's see what this sun card is for Leo. Full reverse, there's no change. Magician, there's no skill. Strength is there's bravery. So this is Leo, right? That's how it goes. And when it is, that's how it's going to be. You want to be a part of it, right? That's how it goes. What's this Hangman about? Terriers, there's no transformation. Terriers, there's no progress. Those are right. There's opposites and addictions. Obviously there is. So they're focusing on another Capricorn. And, let's see. The Hermit, they already have a soulmate. So they're between having a soulmate and not having a soulmate. Right? Having a partner, not having a partner. Hammerers, there's no restrictions. Sun is already there's basically positivity. They are focusing on another Leo. Right? So they might be focusing on you, but for them they might be focusing on another Leo. Isn't that kind of interesting? Yes, it is. So it's like you have to understand whether you decide of what's happening in that situation, you know how it goes in that way. It's like, alright, this is how it goes. Now, let's see what's in the middle of this situation is. The King of Sorcerers has no knowledge. Terriers has no transformation. Ten of Cups has no incompletion. Eight of Wands has no speed. High Priest has no inner voice. Eight of Swords is over there's anxiety. Yeah, because that's how it goes. Anxiety is a big thing, but between you versus them in this situation, no matter how it goes, because anxiety is a good emotion, but basically it is making you kind of feel sad, kind of feel how it goes. You're saying, woe is me, I don't want to do it. So you might be doing something that generally recurs in that way, because that's how it goes. So, this is how it's going to be, but, this is like perfect timing, right? It is perfect timing, right? So let's see what the universe is saying here. So I go from the middle to the right, middle to left. Ten Swords first, there's no deceit. Ace of Wands first, there's no new beginnings. Tower reverse, there's no transformation. Six of Pentacles first, there's kindness. Strength reverse, there's no bravery. Queen of Wands first, there's no charisma. Five Pentacles first, there's insecurity. Two of Cups reverse, there's no relationships or friendships for them. Wow. Four of Wands first, there's celebration. Ten of Cups is over, there's a delusion. That's how it goes. So they don't want relationships or friendships. So what they're doing, right? They want to have kindness. They want to have what they're having, but the way this is, that's how it goes. So you have to understand on how they're feeling. That's how it goes. So they might be dealing with their Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's how it goes for them. Between the middle and left side for you, Leo, Page of Wands is up right. There's invention. Judgment is over. You're taking action. Three shots is up right. There's heartbreak. You're feeling sad. Page Taurus is no education. Pike Taurus, there's grief. Yeah, that's how it goes. Because you're grieving about something. You're grieving about what's happening in that way, because that's how it goes. So let me clarify this 5 of Cups here for you, Leo. Hangman story, you want restrictions. 10 Sorcerers, there's no conclusions. Empress story, you want structure. Ace of Sorcerers is a misunderstanding. Obviously there's a misunderstanding here. Hierophant, there's no guidance. Witch of Taurus, there's no skill. Ace of Pentacles, there's no growth. 3-1, so there's communication, you want to communicate. Yeah, exactly. So you want communication, but you having a misunderstanding. Is there something happened to you, Leo? Like, you have to pay attention, right? What the universe is saying, 6-1 Taurus, there's no achievement. Just Taurus is not telling the truth, so they are basically making up lies on what they're doing is wrong, and it's kind of pathetic, right? So if they're making up lies, that's how it goes. There's always a two-way street, right? So the just Taurus are not telling the truth, is you're lying about something. So whether I can see that happening, I'm going to clarify that. I'm going to clarify that. 6 Cups, is that where there's the past? 5-1 Taurus, there's no chaos. 8-1 Taurus, there's no speed. 9-1 Taurus, there's no immaturity. Those Taurus, there's no decisions. Hybrid story, you want to use your voice. Obviously there is, right? So that was happening on that side. And what's in the middle? Page Pentacles, there's no prospects. Emperor, there's no Empress, there's no nourishment. 9 Cups, there's no fulfillment. 5 of Swords, there's revenge. Yeah, because that's how it goes. Whether you want conflict, but that's how it goes, right? So conflict doesn't solve any solution. It's, that's how it goes, right? So it's the way how it works, because in that way, whether if you think to yourself and say, I don't want this, I really don't like it, then what's the point, right? It's like you're basically backstabbing someone else, right? It's like you're putting them down, you don't like it, you don't like how it goes, and you know what, Leo? It's like there's always something, right? It's like if you're backstabbing somebody and they don't appreciate, walk away from it. Walk away, because on what they're doing for them, you pay attention to what they're feeling, right? If you want to communicate, fine. If you have a misunderstanding, you have to understand why. That's how it goes, right? So you have to understand what is true and what is not true, right? And if you're making up lies and you're telling rumors and you want to be mean and you want to be rude and you want to be disrespectful, Leos don't do that to other zodiac signs, whether they're dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Like, they don't do that. But unnecessarily, that's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it. Try to give a like in the comment if you want. But that's how it goes, because that's how it seems to be, and that's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please leave a comment if you want, and that's how it goes. So it's how it seems to be, but that's how it goes. So you see it as what it happens, and that's how it goes. Because in theory, it's the way how it works, and that's how it goes. Because there's always a will, and there's always a way, and you have to pay attention to it. That's how it goes, because that's how it's going to be, and that's how it is. So I hope you all like this video. Believe it or not, but that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it seems to be. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next one I'm gonna do. And that's how it goes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye for now, really. Thank you. Have a nice day, and thanks, and